Hey guys, it's Dove. So, it's my last day here at my ex-brother-in-law's. This is his kitchen. I still have to take out the trash. I don't have to, but I'm going to. It's the least I could do for him letting me stay here. It's a huge house. It's huge. And it's, he didn't buy it just for himself. He was actually married. He had married and she had 2 kids and she picked out the house and then they got divorced and he's still here with the house. It's okay. It's okay, Gracie. What are you doing? So I just have to grab my food, and I still have food out in the garage, out in the refrigerator that has to go. This is Graceland. She's a 13-year-old pug, I think. And that is Skittles. I think she is 10. I've known them their whole life. This is the backyard. I was going to set the clam up, but then it rained, and so there was just really no reason for me to set it up, because then I would have had to wait for it to completely dry out. So I think I'm just going to seal the seams on it the next time I deploy it, which I don't know when that'll be, but whenever it is, I'll just make sure that it's going to be dry, and so I don't have to worry about it. That's the shed. That's right there is a pear tree that I gave him. And I actually had quite a few fruit trees that I gave him because I ordered them for our property, and then kind of quickly realized that, I was not going to be staying and my ex wouldn't really care to have them. And so I started offloading all sorts of stuff onto my ex-brother-in-law here. So that's a pear tree. And then back beyond that fence, there are apple trees. I gave him 1 or 2 of them, maybe all 3 of them, I don't know. And then that's his fenced-in garden, which I gardened in 2 years, I think, because he has a lot more property than we do. It's all nice and big and fenced in, and it's pretty nice neighborhood. And I was growing tomatoes along the fence line. He's not doing near as much as he was before, but we had all sorts of tomatoes and zucchini and squash, and right now it's full of asparagus that is flowering and actually has the little berries on it, so they're fruiting right now. So this is where I hung out. Not in here, but this is the kitchen. And he uses baby gates. When somebody's here, he keeps this one open, and then that one he keeps closed, except for at night. He opens up both of these and he basically carries them up the stairs. Gracie can't do the stairs. I think Skittles might be able to, but and he was always leaving the TV on for them. It's not always on. I don't understand, but it's okay. I had 15 stairs. Look at them. And my flip-flops were always making noise. I try to make them not make noise, but it's hard. So this was a good exercise. He's got a bunch of wine bottles. These are crafts that he does. And huge basement. Tons of bottles. Most of those are, well, not most of them, but I'd say probably a quarter of them are mine, if not more, because he's just been collecting them and then he paints them. And this is where I had the plank set up. I have to take these upstairs and put them back in the garage, but I just set up my little polyurethane station there, and I had my shelf here, and I got 4 coats on it, and it's basically, dry enough that I can transport. But he tries to grow seeds out here, but because they're downstairs, he doesn't really pay as much attention to them as they need it. And his seedlings were never quite like mine. Mine were always really beautiful and healthy. And so yeah, this was quite a bit of exercise for me. I haven't done stairs in probably 30 years. I haven't lived in a house that has stairs, and so I have to do 15 down and 15 up on the days when I wanted to do the polyurethane. Of course, the camera's not going to want to focus. And then several times a day, I went up this flight of stairs because all the bedrooms are up here. And so yeah, I didn't have a choice. I tried not to, you know, make a ton of trips, but it was okay. Like, just in the beginning when I was recuperating, it wasn't very fun. But now it's just, you know, I can feel it in my legs and my butt, and that's good. I need that. So this is all bedrooms. That's the room I stayed in. That's his master bedroom, and then the bathroom that I was in. And I tried to leave it, I did leave it cleaner than when I found it. So I'm just practicing nomad life. He's got another bedroom there. This is like a linen closet or whatever. And then just a big whatever game room. Like, it never gets used. He got this house because he was married to a lady who had 2 kids, and then they got divorced and they moved out, and my brother-in-law's just been, you know, doing whatever here. He's thought about selling it many times, but this is the room I was in. I had all my stuff in here. Everything's cleaned out now. And right when I woke up this morning, I took the sheets that he had given me to sleep on. I took those off and I threw them in the washing machine and washed them and dried them and set them back here for whoever else comes next. So this is where I was hanging out for 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. I thought Sunday, I thought I couldn't go back until Sunday, but actually Friday was my 10th day. And so I just stayed here last night, and I've been packing my rig all day today. And it took all day. It's like 4:30. Another bathroom. This is the one I used when I was down here and I waited too long to go pee, so I had to come in here to go pee. This is the front room. They're at a rally this weekend. Him and my ex-husband, actually, they're all there right now. And because when I first came, this room was full of stuff. So he makes his own crafts and sells them, plus he goes and buys wholesale stuff and resells them at these, you know, biker events and craft events and all that kind of stuff. And he got some fishy. Hello. These are the ones you can see most of the time. Oh, there's the other kind. Right there. You got 2 of these black ones. I think those are the algae eating ones. And then there's 3 or 4 of these guys. Hello. Hello. Yeah. I've only just seen one of them at a time. The other one hides. I can't even see it. It's more than likely back behind that greenery. So I think I have everything. I had shit sprawled out everywhere. I had stuff here, down in the basement. I had that plank and my polyurethane, and I had stuff here for a little while, and then of course upstairs, and in the kitchen, and in the garage. So I felt like I was in the way, but I don't think he really cared, to be honest. I mean, he obviously noticed my presence, but I don't think it was a huge burden or anything. Some produce from his garden. He's got a lot going down. He's got grapes and blackberries out the wazoo right now. And this is my kettle. He's got so many grapes that he had to freeze half of them. He's got a lot of squash and everything. I've just got to gather the rest of my stuff. My food. My clothes are still out here. My supplements are still sitting here. It's like an escape hatch. Little door so that the dogs can't escape. I have clothes hanging up. I still have to grab those. Got my clean clothes here, my supplements, and so I'm not totally packed up yet, but I'm getting there. I've got the Jackery unplugged, but the computer is still plugged into the Jackery. She's been faithful. I don't know what I would have done without it, because the AC plug on this has a 3-prong, and the extension cord that I was using only allowed for 2 prongs, and I would not have been able to sit out here with my computer like I did if it weren't for the Jackery and this. I mean, I could have used the AC, but I didn't need to because of the DC adapter that I showed you guys. And then thankfully the AC adapter for the Jackery, it has 2 prongs, and so I was able to plug this into that brown extension cord, and so I was just using pass-through charging the whole time on that brown extension cord. So, okay, well, it is almost plumb full. I still have a few things, but pretty much have everything in there now, so I am headed on home. So I will talk to you guys later. Alright, well, I'm all shoved in here like a bunch of sardines. Look at how much stuff I brought. I did not even need to bring probably half the stuff I brought. I was just kind of, you know, I was having an anxiety attack, first one in my life. I didn't really know what I would need. I thought I would have time to do some projects, and instead I ended up basically recuperating the whole time. I got my pillows and my blankets, and my clam and everything is back there, my Jackery. Got my food. Pretty much everything. I brought that. I didn't even sit on it once. I didn't use it once. I mean, I know I'll use it when I'm on the road, but for this instance, I didn't even need to use it. I just didn't know what to bring. So I'm on my way home to the house, whatever you want to call it. I've got my backup camera on. I've been experimenting with it. It automatically shows you the front and the rear view, and when I'm driving, that's the front view, and you swipe it to the left to change the views. So when I'm driving, I just have it on the rear view, and the little dot flashing, that means we're recording right now. So it's recording me talk right now, and it's recording the front view and the back view. Even if I don't have them both showing like that, both cameras are still recording. This one's recording even though when I do this it's not showing. That's still recording, and I've already gone through and looked through the footage that I've had so far, and it works pretty well. Pretty good audio and everything, so I'm happy with it, except for I think I blew a fuse on this. I was using it on the cigarette lighter here, and I think I blew the fuse. I haven't had an opportunity to check, but hopefully that's all it is, and hopefully I didn't blow another outlet. So now I've got to have it plugged in over here on the auxiliary port that I already replaced. So thankfully that one's working. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I rewired it all the way around here, and I took it around the steering wheel and down through here and up, so you can't really tell. And then I took it over here across this way, so it's pretty much out of the way. But I'm not quite sure if I want to use these two. I might just want to keep it plugged into my one of my power stations that will be back here. I don't know. Alright, well, I gotta get going. It's pretty late already, so I'll talk to you again another time. Bye.